Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do a walk around my 87 Buick Grand National. It has been quite the 6 years of owning this car, and a lot has happened during that time. It was completely bone stock when I picked it up locally here in town. Little backstory on the vehicle: it was a stolen recovery car in the early 2000s from the owner that I bought it from. The gentleman I bought it from had a couple of these, and he was looking to part ways with one, and this was it. At the time, there was no tint, and as I said, it was completely stock when I had purchased it. And today we're gonna do a walk around. We're gonna have a look, show you some features and everything that I've done to the car and everything that's been built with the car. Let's head inside and we'll start the tour from there. As you can see, there are some features that I've added in here, including our wideband here, true boost gauge, the fast XFI system, which is down there. Shout out to Cal Heartline for tuning it. The enormous tack, which I disconnected because it wasn't working properly, so I will take that out there. We also have some of our gauges down here as well. So let's hop in, have a look here of everything that we got going on inside here. So as usual, we also have our water and oil gauges down here as well. If we could focus in, be just, you know, just make my life easier. Yeah, I'll just go fuck myself. Oh, there it is. Perfect. There also used to be electric cutouts on here as well. One switch here is for the line lock, the other one's for the cutout. As usual, we had to make it modern, add a cell phone charger there as well. There's also the fuel pressure gauge mounted to the exterior of the vehicle, and you know, if that gauge goes or something lets go, rather have the oil on the outside that's going to cause a horrendous fire than the inside. I've seen some terrible videos of these cars going up in flames, which is not ideal either. I also did add this center arm cup holder and cup rest here, which we'll check out after there. Right now, let's go ahead and start it up. The vehicle does have a 3-inch RJC downpipe into a 4-inch exhaust. And this is also an American vehicle as well, as you can tell here. We're up here in the Great White North where healthcare is free and we got a retard that runs the country, and it's all gone to hell. But that's where we're at. Let's fire this up. Oh, I'm happy it started because this morning it didn't really want to start. Dash cam that's up there. My ugly mug got in there somehow. And once again, the fast effect system has been great for Cal Heartline, who had tuned it out of Florida as well there. It's got everything that we need to monitor, that I would like to monitor with it as well. Now, as I said, almost everything has been done to the vehicle, minus the rear end and drive shaft. I'll go over the full build of list of everything that's there after. But overall, the condition of the vehicle interior-wise, when it comes to seats and everything, has been fantastic. We'll take the tops off after as well, get a view of that there. I did replace all the speakers inside here as well. It did not come with these concert surround doors. It wasn't a featured option for this particular vehicle, so I bought the lower panels, and then we did some speakers and crossovers and all that good stuff. The only rice that's in here is probably going to be these LED interior lights, just because it was just so damn dark. So we upgraded the lights inside here, and hopefully this is going to work. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there they are. There it is. There's a light for us there. Why not? So why don't we get to the good stuff and have a look under the hood, but we'll just have another quick overview of the interior here as well. As I said, the seats have been in great shape here. And just another quick overview of the interior from a little bit of a larger angle there. The seats are in great shape, a little bit of sun fading, but really no rips, no tears or anything like that. Got the mats from Mike's Monties. A lot of this stuff, it's actually really easy to find comparing to the Lumina, which is just a nightmare for some reason here as well. And just once again, the lower panels there that we upgraded the speakers in there. Also have the Willwood 6-piston calipers up front here as well. I do have a few sets of these tires, either Centerline, Telstars, which I really enjoy. So I actually have 2 sets of these, another one with some street slicks on there as well. It was painted about 20 years ago. As I said, it was a stolen recovery car. The paint, for the most part, it's actually really good shape. It probably could use a little bit of TLC still. It's probably due for waxing, clay barring, stuff like that. Again, then we have the headlight covers that are on there as well. Behind the grill, we got a RJC, sorry, actually GN1 intercooler, and then we have the trans cooler that's there as well. Let's pop the hood here. So that's the almighty of it. The motor's 30 over. And you know what? I'm gonna get my list that I have for here because I'm not gonna remember everything. So let's get the list that I normally pop out when I go to car shows. It's not a complete list, but it's really more or less some more bread and butter of what's kind of going on here. As I said, the motor's 30 over there. It still does have the stock crank on there as well. It has a really mild cam, 206, 212 there. It's got the race ported heads that are on here as well. ARP studs, mains. The turbo itself is the Precision 6266. Paired up with some 80-pound injectors as well there. It's got a Racetronix 725 dual fuel pump as well. And the fuel lines, which are still kind of kicking around, that I still haven't tidied up after several years. GN1 intake as well there, along with the 72mm throttle body as well there. It's been working out really good there. We also do have the Razer alcohol system, the meth injection system that's there as well. Works really great for giving a little bit extra spray for a little more power there as well. We also got the coal case aluminum radiator, which took a beating when I was installing it, because, you know, why not? And as I said, we have the RJC 3-inch downpipe that goes into the GN1 4-inch downpipe as well there. Transmission's also been built as well there locally from Buddy and Mr. Transmission in Kitchener. He did a great job building that transmission. They're really happy with it. It also has a 3200 stall, and there's a trans brake as well attached to that. As of suspension, it's sitting basically, everything's a UMI and Bilstein, Nazis. One of them, anyways, the suspension is all done as well there. It actually has a handling package, performance stage 2 handling package, because I didn't want this car to be strictly for a straight line. It can do some cornering and stuff if it did want to. We also have the TA headers, which are also powder coated as well there. Like every other Buick, it also has its leaks as well, and it's really good at letting you know, leaving its presence there as well. As I said, we do have the Willwoods up front there. It also has a hydro boost conversion for the brakes as well there. And all you other Willwood guys, I see this too, and I want to go to other shows and stuff like that. What is all this? What is this? What is this? This gasket? This fluid? I don't know. A lot of other vehicles I see with Willwoods, that's what I see that's on them. Now, I do have another set of chrome valve covers as well that I haven't put on, and I was the same thing, I've had it for years, haven't done it yet, whatever reason. AC still works, had it charged up again last year, still does what it needs to do, which is nice. That boost gauge that's in the car for that AAM True Boost controller, I could control everything digitally as well with it. However, because I had such a pain in my ass setting that up, I went back and just put a traditional vacuum set up for adjusting it there. So right now it peaks at 24 pounds of boost. It can go up to 30, but we're not that wild. We're not going there yet. So 24 works really well. It's obnoxious when it kicks in. If you're doing about 80 kilometers an hour, the tires just break loose, and it's a lot. It's a lot of fun though. We also have the adjustable fuel pressure regulator here as well. A little bit of upgrade, a vacuum block there too. As I said, with the hydro boost, we got our throttle body there, the 80-pound injectors. It's funny, when I first bought the car, what happened, I was on the way to a car show with a friend, and the head gasket went and basically blew the motor. After that happened, I was like, all right, let's start building it. So motor came out, brought it to JB Racing out of Montreal. He built the motor, race ported the heads, brought it back home, put the motor back in there. And I started off with 60-pound injectors, then I went to 80-pound injectors. I started with 340 fuel pump, then it wasn't enough, so I went to the 725, and then basically I broke the motor back in stock and started upgrading stuff. And I had the turbo tweak chip for the injectors at the time, but then I just wanted more in terms of tuning and stuff like that, and that's when I went with the XFI system there, and it's been working great. As I said, Kyle Hartland out of Florida, he had tuned it and did a great job. He's a Buick guru for these kind of things, and I believe he does some Cadillacs and stuff like that as well. So that is the exterior A couple other things that we will show you as well here is the digi tail lights as well. We'll start it up, we'll turn those tail lights on there and stuff there too. And let's see if we could get a little bit of a better look at the exhaust that's under here as well. So that's a 4-inch single shot exhaust that's under there, and you can see kind of some Bilstein stuff there as well. And actually under the hood, I'm pretty sure you see some UMI features. Oh, we'll also point out, terrible thing, bumper fillers, 80s, they were all shit. So it's one thing I haven't done on this car is the rear bumper fillers. I have done the front ones, but can we see some UMI action up here? We can, a little bit in there as well. Okay, so let's start this up. Let's listen to the obnoxious sound, because in my opinion, this does not sound like your traditional V6 anymore. It still is a 3.8 liter V6, but horsepower, I don't know. I gotta say it's probably pushing maybe close to 5. In the Buick world, this car should hopefully do somewhere of a mid 10. If I pull 11, I'm probably gonna hang myself. But as I said, the only thing that's stock here is the rear end and drive shaft. All right. Anything else that I've added here? Oh, there's always goodies, you know, 1320 video, always love the channel, always love stuff that they've done, so I want to, you know, support them. And obviously the brotherhood of the masonry as well. It's always been a pretty big part of my life there too. Fuel cap right there. And once again, she needs premium, dude. Premium, right? It's not a fucking sticker piece of shit. Anyways, let's start it up and let's have a listen. So obviously earlier I didn't learn from my mistakes, and I'm still having problems with the mic setup, so I'm just gonna use the phone mic here. Start it up and rev it up here now. For good measure, we'll also show you the factory turbo gauge that's on here as well. Seems to work. So we also have a service engine soon light on here, and I'm 99% sure it's because of one of our wide bands. There's actually 2 of them I put in there, which is redundant, but our diagnosis from our fast system will let us know. Yeah, so it is an O2 sensor. Am I to take everything out this year? I probably won't. Maybe I'll just leave it till next year. I don't know. I got enough stuff going on here with life. And also, this is also for the alky kit here as well. Here, it's got a test button on there to give it some spray, and we can adjust, I guess, how much delivery we want in the system there. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. This is the 87 Buick Grand National, which has copious amounts of money that's been invested into it. And let's put the windows down. Oh yeah, I said we'll take the tops off, so we'll take them off. And obviously, it takes time to put these windows down here as well. This is the 80s, right? Let's take the tops off. There's a latch that's gonna get undone, and then it pulls off, and then it actually has the factory bags that came with it as well. So we'll show you those here and what we got to do for it. You know, a fender cover for all the breakdowns that we get, because it's a Buick and it happens quite a bit. The bags here, so I'm going to take a bag here and we're going to put it over here for now, and then we're going to set this bag here to make it easier, hopefully, if I want to go to put the top in to the bag to protect it there. We're just going to put it on a tripod. We'll take that out. You guys enjoying this? Oh yeah, it's also tinted. The windshield too. I mean, no, not the windshield. Anything but the windshield. It's totally legit and legal in every way. So we'll take our top off. It just is a lever that unlocks, lift, pull, and we're good to go. Let's grab the other one here. Oh, don't drop it. These are worth quite a bit. Put it in our mighty sack, if you will. Satchel, sack, cover, bag, either or. There. And also, I want to shout out to Element fire extinguishers. This fire extinguisher, it lasts longer than the conventional fire extinguisher. It's good for all types of fires as well. And it's portable and easy to ignite and use. So I got a couple of these that I bought, and yeah, I keep 2 of them in the car just in case. But once again, it just seems to be a good setup compared to your traditional fire extinguisher as well there. Well, that about concludes everything that's going on here with my 87 Grand National. Once again, since I was a kid, I always wanted this car. And since I was like 8 years old, I always thought it was the coolest shit ever. And I still do. I was, you know, fortunate enough to make it happen 6 years ago. You know, only an idiot would get a tattoo of his Buick doing a burn on his arm. I'm your idiot. That's me. And nice shot with the tops off here. And T-bar action. It's definitely good for cruising. It's an awesome summer car. You know, you go to a car show, any shows that are around here within an hour or two, it's normally the only National that is there. But thanks for checking it out. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff there. Let me know if there's any questions or anything you want to see done more with the Buick on the channel. Any racing videos? Should we get it to the track? We are going to get it to the track, but we got to get that rear end done first and the drive shaft, and then we are good to go. Oh yeah, it also has helper bags in the back as well. When I ordered the UMI suspension, it was too low and the 275s were rubbing, so the helper bags help lift those up a bit there. I could adjust it, lower it down if needed as well there too. But that concludes the tour of the 87 Grand National. Thanks for checking it out, guys. As usual, zippity doo dah, bitches.